comic book fans, and welcome to another exciting edition of Cammy's Comic Corner. I'm your host as always, Cammy. Now unfortunately, I did originally have a pick of the week and a Fast 5, but Rob Granito stole my Fast 5 and sold it off as his own. So unfortunately, I am left with two pick of the weeks because there were two titles that really captured everything good about comics, in my opinion. But you might agree with me. Don't worry, one's Marvel, one's DC, so I'm not playing sides here. So let's go on to the pick of the week. The first one, at least. First up, we have Batman Incorporated number 4. It's written by Grant Morrison and art by Chris Burnham. Now, I know it felt like number 3 just came out yesterday, and it's kind of true. It came out 2 weeks ago. But we continue along with the Ouroboros storyline and El Sombrero and El Gaucho. There's a lot of L's all over the place. And specifically, it is, once again, leaving off Batman and El Gaucho being trapped by El Sombrero and Scorpina. And they are, they need to fight against each other, fight to the death, or else the kids are going to die that they were looking to rescue. And they go, okay, well, we'll just play fight it out. But it kind of dives into real fighting once Batman learns that El Gaucho used to be known as Agent 33, and Agent 33 led to Batwoman's demise. And when I say Batwoman, I mean the original Batwoman, Miss Kathy Kane. And we actually get her origin story, because the Batwoman we all know as Kate Kane, and, gorgeous redhead, lesbian, knew about her all last year, great story arc by J.H. Williams and Greg Rucka. But she has made a reappearance, and we have old school Batwoman fighting new Batwoman at the same time, because Kate Kane, our Batwoman, has stumbled upon Ouroboros and needs to know more about Kathy Kane, Batwoman, the origins. So it's a really cool issue because Chris Burnham's art in this is just mind-boggling. It almost reminds me a little bit of Frank Quietly, but mixed with his own style. And it works really well with this issue in particular. And he's going to be on the next couple of issues, and I'm just blown away. I mean, DC were right to give him the exclusive DC contract. So I hope to see a lot more coming from him in the future. We have... There's just a great issue, like I said before, and you learn that the original Batwoman is the one who taught Bruce the Tango of Death. So, we're going to have more Ouroboros stuff, that's the storyline, and I can't wait for the next issue to come out. It's good stuff. Next up from Marvel, we have FF number 1. I want to say Fantastic Four, but I can't. It's Future Foundation, or just FF number 1. It's written by Jonathan Hickman and art by Steve Epting. And basically this kicks off, the 12-issue series of the Future Foundation before Johnny comes back next year, right in time for Fantastic Four number 600. But basically we have Johnny's final wish being that Peter Parker replaces him on the team. His nephew, Franklin, loves Spider-Man, and he'd be a good addition. So we have a new costumes for the entire team because they're the Future Foundation now. Spider-Man joins the team, and he gets a new costume as well. But just like the Scarlet Spider suit way back in Civil War, if he concentrates hard enough, he can have different costumes appear. So, it's helpful, he's used to it, and he fits in right in with the family. The main thing is the Wizard breaking out this issue, thanks to AIM. They want him to be broken out of this maximum security prison. The Future Foundation has to go rush to the scene to try to prevent that from happening, but too late, the Wizard's on the loose, so that'll probably be the villain for the next couple of issues. Also, Nathaniel Richards, Reed's father, who is traveling in time for many decades, has finally come back to the present. And if you have been reading Hickman's S.H.I.E.L.D. series, you see a lot of Nathaniel as an agent, and it's Nathaniel you're not recognizing, because if anything, I think I'm used to the Nathaniel from the Ultimate Fantastic Four series, where he was a hard-ass on his son. But it's kind of a good, it's the yin to, the yang to Richard's yin, to Reed's yin, because while everyone might agree with Reed all the time, his father's the only one who goes, no, I think that's a stupid idea. And it's refreshing for Reed to have someone question his authority or question his ideas and ask him if it makes sense. But since Nathaniel's been to the future and traveling through time and stuff, he has an idea of what's going to happen. So he's working with the Future Foundation to try to prevent it from happening. And one of the things that is going to prevent it from happening is the Dr. Doom joining the team. So Reed is 100% against it, but if it's going to save the future, he's willing to make some sacrifices. So it's a very good issue, very good number 1 issue you can jump on. I think anyone can jump on if they're interested, especially after hearing what happened to Johnny Storm. So it's a good week for Marvel, for DC. I will not be having a Pick of the Week episode next week. I will be up at WonderCon, and you can find out more about my whole WonderCon plans. I got some great interviews lined up at www.cammyscomiccorner.com. If you want to donate to the WonderCon fund for Cammy's Comic Corner, $20 or more, it gets you a cool prize pack. You'll have signed comics, you'll have t-shirts, you'll have all sorts of goodies. And believe me, these are prize packs you do not want to miss. And plus, you're helping support the show, and you get your name in the credits as well. It'll forever be online in the credits in my shows. But also, head on over to www.cammyscomiccorner.com for Book of the Month reviews, for Geeky Talkies. This past week, I was talking Bear Self and Flashpoint with Freddie and Jesse of the Fourth Wall Comics podcast. So we had a nice, interesting discussion, mainly about event fatigue, but hey, it's a look of things to come, as it were, in these upcoming years. Also, you can follow me on Twitter, you can send me emails and recommendations, and be sure to look out for the top shelf Book of the Month at the end of the month. So, until then, this has been Cammy's Comic Corner. I have been your host, Cammy. I hope to see you all at WonderCon next week. If you see me there, say hi. We'll go drinking together with Robert Kirkman.